Okay, last week didn't go as planned. So let's talk about the plan for this week and let's hope that we can figure it out, because as you can see, I look as tired as I feel. I have been doing what I would call late nights for me, which is like 10:30, trying to get things done because we have a little problem. It's a big problem. So the problem is that at the moment, the AI is costing too much. So I've been testing, like writing the planners, writing out my content, and like yesterday alone, I spent $5 USD. So that's about nearly $10 Australian dollars in one day. So the challenge with that is, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about that over every single day and usage, it's a lot. It's more than what I expected. That's just too expensive. So the problem that we have with that is the pricing is too high. So when you think about the subscription model and like charging per month, I don't even think that I would be able to cover it without it being really expensive. So that's a big problem that we have at the software at the moment. And I kind of knew, and my developer's been great. It has been good. He has been helping me a lot, and he did get it down. You know, we did the caching, we did everything just in case people are asking or people are saying, try this, try that. We did a lot. Now, I'll tell you what the problem is, and then today we're gonna try and figure out if we can work through it and figure it out. The problem with what I've done, by the way, don't mind the Scarface bathroom, guys, that's what I call it. We're renovating at the moment, so we're in my mum's bathroom, which was built in like the 80s, but I literally always call this the Scarface bathroom because it reminds me of Scarface. What we're gonna do today is we are going to try and fix this problem, but this problem is a lot bigger than what I thought it would be. Okay, I lie. I knew this was a problem, and I knew that it was a result of the architecture, so the way that I have designed the AI. So the way that I designed the AI initially, this is just too tricky to post in here, so I'm gonna keep posting in the next room, so let's do that. Okay, so let's talk about the very real problem that we have this week. The AI is costing way too much to run, and that's a result of the way that I've set it up. So basically what's happening is there's just the prompt for the AI, the way it starts, is way too big. Like, it's massive. So like I said, it cost me $5 yesterday to use it, and that was just to do 2 posts. So the idea is here that I need to make it more affordable because I don't anticipate, like, you know, for example, the cost would just become enormous. It just makes no sense. So I had a feeling that I was gonna have to do this. I had a feeling that, you know, when you have that like gut feeling, you're like, something isn't right here. And I have felt that way for a little while, like probably like a month. And I was like, what is it? What is it? How can I fix this? And the thing is, I didn't actually know exactly what it was. So anyways, as I was using it yesterday, I was looking at it and I was like, this isn't really doing what I want it to do. It's good, but it's not great. Okay, now I'm gonna do like a little skit today to show you exactly what I want the AI to be able to do in Stack Social. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna give you a skit because I feel like that's the easiest way. I saw someone do that on TikTok and I was like, good, all right, let's do it. Okay, let's do this skit. So I am the AI, this is me. Right, so I wanna look at the AI and I wanna be like, for example, this is exactly what I would do. I would say, I need to start posting on social media and I need to do some founder posts and some introduction posts. The AI would be like, okay, sounds good. I can see that your brand is about this, this, and this is your brand voice. Let's do this. Why don't you start with one story? How did you come up with the idea? Oh, that's a really good question. Let me think about that. This is how I came up with the story. I was struggling with X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I hear you were struggling. Talk about that moment. One of the things that like the great storytelling, like a good storytelling technique is to make sure that we focus on that moment. This is an example, guys, but this is what it would do. It's versed in storytelling techniques. So it would be like, okay, and then it would start asking questions like, tell me about that moment. Sure, I can tell you about that moment. This and this happened. Ah, okay, and what happened in the next moment? This and this happened. Okay, well, sounds like we have a really good post. This should be the focus. Now, I've noticed that your audience, the people that you're aiming for, are business owners. So if I'm a business owner, these are the challenges that are coming up right now. Which one do you think you might want to focus on first? And then it'll give me a list. And then I'm like, okay, let's focus on the fact that business owners are already overwhelmed with sorting out their lives, let alone trying to organize social media. That sounds good. Okay, so this is the story that we have. This is the pain point that we're going for. Let's think about it. How would you write it? And then it would ask me a question, and then I would start answering the question and it would help me to write my first post. Also, it would be like, hold up, we forgot to ask, what format is this? Are you thinking a reel? Are you thinking a carousel? Because it knows the difference, guys. It literally knows the difference. I'd be like, okay, let's do a carousel. Fast forward, we've done this carousel, it's asking me all these great questions. And then I say, okay, I really like this carousel. Do you think we could turn it into a reel? Oh, of course we can. So something about reels is it's best to work like this and this and this. And again, this is like knowledge that I have fed it and taught it and whatever. Okay, so yep, this is what we need to do to turn it into a reel. Okay, let's do it. And vice versa. Now, the whole idea is that it uses our brand, our voice, our analytics. It has audience listening. So we can actually look at other people that have similar audiences, like keep track of them. We can track keywords, actually scrape all the comments of their top posts so that we can actually get an insight into what the audience is actually looking for in grounded data. And then we want the AI to use that to support us with storytelling techniques, guys, to write really good posts that connect. And that is the goal that we're trying to do. We're not trying to like use AI to create more, to produce more. Like, I just think that's just hectic. I don't think we need to be doing that. I think it's about utilizing AI to connect and write better and to really get our story out. So that's really what I'm trying to do here. And at the moment, none of that's happening. And it's costing a fortune because the AI isn't actually reading everything that we're feeding it because the context is too big. It's too much. So we're doing a workaround today. We're trying something different and I will give you the inside scoop once it's done. So let's see how we go. I feel so delirious right now, guys. I have been switching tabs like a pro, trying to fix things. The AI didn't work as well as I hoped because Claude kept getting confused with some work I'd done previously. So it's 1:30 now and eventually I just said, delete all of that work that we did and stop referring to it, please. But good news, the schedule is now working. Posted. Woo! Let's just see what we've done here for today. Look, guys, we posted for Stacked. We've got no likes, but that's okay. It's going to keep going. Looks a bit like a news thing there. Okay, so we posted for Stacked, which is great. Now I'm about to do a post on my social media at my YouTube and TikTok for my personal account. This is something that I've just started that I'm practicing. So we're doing that. And now it's gym time, then it's home time, and then tomorrow we're gonna try and finish this AI. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. I'll do some more recording tomorrow. Change your plans this week, guys. I'm gonna be honest, it was a really rough morning with the kids. And like, just because they're kids, like it was, you know, it's not anything they did. I don't think it's anything I did. I think it's just like big feelings, that whole thing. So it was a really tough morning. I cried, not gonna lie. And I sat at the table after they left and I was like, I need to do something a bit different. You know when you kind of get that feeling of like feeling a bit sick of yourself? Okay, no mic's not working. That's, yes, just one of those days where you feel like you're driving yourself crazy from your own choices, keeping yourself stuck in a cage, but like you have the key. That's how I feel right now. So today, what we're doing is, today we are going to do it differently. I know this is going to sound a little odd because it's also winter in Melbourne right now. But first things first, I just need to take a minute, a breather. So I am actually going to the beach. I'm just going to drive past Port Melbourne, sit outside, take a breather. I haven't done that in probably... The last time I did that, I think I didn't even have my son and he's nearly 2. So I just feel like that's a bit of a reset for me. My mind feels like it's exploding. I've worked so hard. I've been working really hard, and I just need a minute to just reflect, think. And that's usually like the space that works for me. And yes, I'm very grateful that I can do that. And also something else we're doing today, which I'm thinking of turning it into a series. Tell me what you think. But something that I feel like is when you're trying to like do something, build something, work for yourself, and you're working from home all the time by yourself. Like I do have 2 lovely people that I work with, but they're obviously remote. So I don't see them. I'm starting to go a bit batshit crazy, sitting at the kitchen table working. I feel like I just end up in this tailspin of stressing and wondering So today I was like, you know what? I need to put myself out of my comfort zone and do things that I wouldn't usually do, which is go to the beach. I would be like, why are you going to the beach? That's a waste of time. You have T-minus, I don't know how many hours, but I have until basically 2 o'clock to work. So I would usually look at it and go, you're wasting time. But here's the thing, my brain right now feels like it just needs a different space, somewhere else to reflect. And that's what we're doing today. So we're going to go to the beach first. And then in the effort of putting ourselves out there and trying something different today, we are actually going to go to a co-working cafe. I found this place in Brunswick where it's really cool. You join the app and you have 3 hours to hang out there. It's free. So we all like free because, guys, I'm spending money trying to build this. And like on the Wealth Walk last week, this lady was like, yeah, and people don't realize like the financial risk of doing this. And honestly, I've always seen it as a choice. So for me, I haven't felt like I don't know if I would use the word risk, but I am aware and anxious of the fact that I am using money to build something that I'm not 100% is going to work. And so I am trying to be mindful of what I spend and where I spend it. So like with the developer, needed. Like couldn't finish a product without it, needed. Editor, needed. There's no way I'd get my content out without an editor. So I feel like where I'm spending my money right now is really important, but spending on a co-working space. And the thing is, like, a lot of the co-working spaces are like 30 minutes away from me in busier areas. And I'm always limited with time, as you know. So I was like, I just don't know if I would commit to that. And some of them, you know, are like $50 a week. And right now, to me, that doesn't seem like money that I need to be spending. Maybe later down the line, but not right now. So I found this cafe just out of nowhere today, this co-working cafe where it's like $10 a month, which is totally in our budget, guys. And I think with that, you get 10 hours a week, which is like more than enough for me because I would only probably go there once a week, if that, and possibly not always. So I'm like, that's okay. So basically it's a cafe and the first 3 hours are free. So today we're going to try it in the event of doing something different, getting out, going to a different space. We've got our headphones. We're going to give this a crack. I just feel like I am constantly stuck. I'm working in the same space. I'm not shaking it up enough. And I'm not pushing myself out of my comfort zone enough. Definitely not. So this week, what we're going to do is, and this is the idea I got for the series as I was like thinking about this in the bathroom this morning. Something that we're going to do today is we're also going to start a series, something I'm doing this week as a business owner to make myself uncomfortable. So that's, I think, the series I'm going to go for. And every week I'm going to like do a mini vlog on my Instagram and my TikTok, which that's probably the first thing that's making me uncomfortable this week, redoing that. I used to do a lot of TikTok and Instagram for my podcast, but it was a lot of personal stuff. And I cringe now at the things that I shared, I'll be honest. And honestly, guys, like I'm glad that I shared it. I'm glad that I practice having a voice, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing that I would be talking about and sharing now. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're getting out today, not what I expected, not what I would usually do. It says it's going to take 26 minutes to get to the beach. We're just going to have a sit, have a think, reflect, think about where we're going, why we're doing what we're doing. I feel like I need to remind myself of what it is that I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what it is that I'm trying to do with it. And then we're going to go to this space and try it. Let's see how we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, this is post co-working space, and I completely understand why people go to co-working spaces. It was kind of nice to see like other people doing their own thing, like working solo. It's so weird when you think about it because like I didn't talk to anybody. The cafe were really lovely and it was so cool. So they have this like tram that you had to go through to get to the back, and it was really deceiving. There's this huge warehouse with this cafe out the front, and then the back is the co-working space. And I made a mistake. It's $10 a week, so you get 10 hours for $10. So basically it's $1 an hour, and it's in plans. So I paid the $40 for the month because I was like, I could definitely come back here and do work. It was just such a beautiful space, and I just feel so much better. And it's really cool. They have this app, and like on the app, you can see like what people do, who's there. It tells you the capacity. It's really cute. They've kind of like gamified it, and I actually love it. I think it's a great idea, honestly. It was really, really lovely to be there, and I definitely will be going back. but it definitely put me in a better headspace just to know that, yeah, other people are doing their thing as well. And yeah, like I suppose I'm not alone in that in a weird way. Didn't really have to talk to anybody. It just was about seeing other people doing their own thing as well. And it was really cute. Like they had this little group, they were doing art. I saw this really cute couple playing like a game there together. And I was like, this is really sweet. So yeah, definitely in a much better headspace because I've gone out, I've done something, and I'm pretty proud of myself, guys, because this is something that would have scared me to do and still did. Like it's usually like I would talk myself out of things in like a negative way. I'd be like, I don't really need to do that. I don't really need to do that. And so I feel like the fact that I've done it today, and again, it's the tiniest move, right? We're talking, I went to a co-working space, like there wasn't anything, like people do that every day. But I think it's the idea that making those small moves for ourselves that feel hard for us is really important. It makes like the next thing seem less hard. So that was like posting my first post on social media. Did that today. Second thing was like going to this co-working space. Third thing is probably I want to do a bit more posting for Stacked, which I find really challenging because I don't know how to post for a business. I feel like I can post to myself, like these vlogs and stuff, these are easy, but figuring out angles to post as a business, to do that, I really want to do the behind the scenes as well, but I tend to go like too personal behind the scenes. That's the feedback I've gotten too. So that's something that I want to practice as well. And that's something that we're going to do today. I fixed the AI. I'm so glad, guys. I've cut my costs down enormously, which was the goal. And it's really cool. And I used it today and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. I wrote out a post that I need to record, like a vlog or whatever. I did a post and it was really great because it actually pushed back on me, and that's exactly what I wanted. It really kept pushing back on points where I wasn't either like making it clear or the emotion wasn't there. And it was really honing in on those storytelling techniques that I think will be really key moving forward, because I think that's what tells a brand apart, the stories that we tell personally. And I'm learning so much about that at the moment in a book called, I think it's Stories That Stick by Kendra Hall. Really good. I'd really recommend it if you're starting a business. So yeah, that's something that I feel like I am learning today. And I'm glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone. I'm glad that I went to this co-working space. I'm really glad that I'm trying to like change things up for myself. And I'm really glad that the AI is starting to work in the way that we want, guys. It's slowly coming together. There are still huge areas for improvement on the app, on the software. Like one particular thing is, and one thing that I think is really important, is the app version of it. So I don't have a physical app, but it's like made it look like one. And basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that there was an app where I could post directly from it, but also save ideas and check my analytics, because I feel like they're the three things that I would do on my phone. And the other thing that I wanted to do that I thought was really important was make sure that there was a whitelisted app for brand managers and social media managers, basically for social media managers. So I wanted to go on and make sure that for social media managers, there's a whitelisted app where the brand can check in on what you're doing, on the analytic, on what needs to be approved. So basically that cuts out like the communication with a brand, in the sense the emails and the Slack or whatever you use, because everything would be in the app. And every time they approve something, you get a notification, and every time something's getting ready to be approved, they would get a notification. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, and that's kind of going to be my next step. But the AI was not working properly. It was not doing what I wanted it to do, and it took me about 2 days to fix it, which is why I've been working so late, because it's the AI that I feel like is what's going to make the difference here, because I didn't want like a generic AI. I wanted to make sure that it really helped us to co-create, not write for us, although it can obviously if that's your vibe. But the idea is that it's here, it's writing questions, it's giving you feedback on your writing for your posts, for your scripts, for your carousels, whatever. And also I love it because like something that I'm doing right now that I tested, I was like, okay, I love this script, let's turn this into a carousel. And this is all about using the same idea multiple times, because I do think that, and I've seen online, that there is idea fatigue, because we keep thinking that every post has to be a brand new idea, and I have that too. So that's why I wanted to make something where like it also helped me to break up my idea and turn it into different forms of posts, so different carousels. Like I know, for example, that I could have made 2 from the content that I did today. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I feel so much better that we got out, so much better that I tried something different. I feel like things are slowly starting to come together, because we're doing a soft launch in September and I don't want to delay it. I feel like I've delayed it too long and I don't want to do that. I just want to finish it and keep going with it and get it out there, guys. Get feedback. You know what I mean? All right. So I think we're going to stop here for today, because we've done so much today. Honestly, that was such a great session to sit there and work. It was amazing. So, and sit somewhere else and work in such a pretty space. I forget that Melbourne's got all these cool places. It was so cool. The fact that, like, I walked into the cafe because I was so confused, and it was like a small cafe, like you'll see the footage, and I was like, looked at the guy and I was like, can I work here? I kind of looked at the table. It's like, oh, it's through there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to go through the tram and into this huge space that opens up, and it's insane, guys, the way it opens up. It's beautiful. So definitely would recommend it if you're working for yourself and you work in Melbourne. Really good and super affordable and lovely. But note to self, or note to ourselves, or whatever, order your coffees and whatever before you go in, because I didn't realize that. So you can order your coffee and then they'll bring it into you, which is really lovely. I thought that they kind of, because it was a cafe, I had a different understanding of it. But yeah, really cool space. We're going to go back there. Let's do it. Let's put ourselves out there, guys. And the motto is, which I spoke to the AI about, if it feels hard, then that's good, because it means we're doing something different and we're pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, which is what we are doing and what we're trying to do as business owners. Okay, I'll catch you in the next vlog.